We now present to you the tragedy of King Lear.
Can you stand? I haven't seen the shadows.
I thought the king had more effect to the Duke of Albany than Cornwall.
He did always seem so to us. But now, in the division of the kingdom, it appears not which of the dukes he values most.
Is not this your son, my lord?
His breeding, sir, hath been at my charge.
I cannot conceive you.
Sir, this young fellow's mother could. Whereupon she grew round-wombed. Though this bastard came something saucily into the world before he was sent for, yet was his mother fair. There was good sport at his making. But I do have, sir, a son by order of law, some year elder than this, named Edgar. Know you this noble gentleman, Edmund?
No, my lord.
My lord of Kent. Remember him hereafter as my honorable friend.
With services to your lordship.
The king is coming.
Attend the King of France.
I shall, my liege.
Meanwhile, we shall express our darker purpose. Give me the map. Know that we have divided in three our kingdom, and 'tis our fast intent to shake all business and cares of our age. So, tell me, my daughters, which of you shall we say doth love us most, that we our largest bounty may extend, where nature doth merit challenge? Goneril, our eldest born, speak first.
Sir, I love you more than words can wield the matter. Dearer than eyesight, space, and liberty, beyond what can be valued rich or rare, no less than life, with grace, health, beauty, honor, as much as child ere loved or father found. A love that makes breath poor and speech unable. Beyond all manner of so much, I love you.
What shall Cordelia do? Love and be silent.
Of all these bounds, from this line to this, shadowy forests and plenteous rivers, we make thee lady. To thine and Albany's issue to be perpetual. And now, our second born, darling Regan, wife of Cornwall, speak.
Sir, I am made of the self-same metal that my sister is, and prize me at her worth. In my true heart, I find she names my very deed of love. Only she comes too short, that I profess myself an enemy to all other joys and declare I am alone felicited in your dear highness's love.
Then poor Cordelia. And yet not so, since I am sure my love's more richer than my tongue.
To thee and thine hereditary ever be this ample third of our kingdom, no less in space, validity, and pleasure than that conferred on Goneril. And now our joy, although last, not least, whose young love the vines of France strive to be intertressed. What shall you say to draw a third more opulent than that of your sisters? Speak.
Nothing, my lord.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing will come of nothing. Speak again.
I love your majesty according to my bond, nor more nor less.
Now, Cordelia, mend your speech a little, lest you mar your fortune.
Good my lord, you have begot me, bred me, loved me. Well, I return those duties back are as right fit. Obey you, love you, and most honor you. Oh, why have my sisters husbands if they say they love you all? No, haply, when I shall wed, that lord whose hand must take my plight shall carry half my love with him, half my care and duty. Sure, I shall never marry like my sisters to love my father all.
But goes thy heart with this?
Aye, good my lord.
So young and so untender,
So young, my lord, and true.
Oh. Very well. Let it be so. Let truth be thy dower. For I hereby disclaim all paternal care, and as a stranger from my heart and me, hold thee from this forever.
Good my liege.
Peace, Kent. I loved your post. Hence it be gone. Cornwall, Albany, with my 2 daughters, digest this third. Meanwhile, ourselves by monthly course shall make our abode with thee in due time. Only we retain the title and all the additions to that of a king. The sway, execution, revenue of the rest, beloved sons, be yours.
Royal Lear, whom I have ever honored as my king, loved as my father, as my master followed, as my great patron thought on in my prayers.
What was bent and drawn, make for the shaft.
Let it fall rather unmannerly when Lear is mad. What wilt thou do, old man? Reverse thy doom. Thy youngest daughter does not love thee least.
Hint on thy life no more.
My life I never held but as a pawn to wage against thine enemies.
Out of my sight.
Oh, see better, Lear, and let me still remain.
Vassal. Oh, miscreant.
Dear sir, forbear.
Revoke thy doom, or whilst I can vent clamor from my throat, I tell thee thou dost evil.
Hear me, recreant. Upon our kingdom, if on the 10th day following thy banished trunk found within its domains, that day is thy death. Away!
Fare thee well, king. Freedom lives hence, and banishment is here. The gods to their dear shelter take thee, maid. And your large speeches, may your deeds approve, that good effects may spring from words of love. Thus Kent bids you all adieu.
Here is France, my noble lord.
Great king, I would not for your love make such a stray to match you with that I hate. Therefore, I beseech you to avert your liking a more worthier way.
This is most strange. That she, that even but to now was your best object, should commit this thing so monstrous.
I yet beseech your majesty that make you known it is no vicious blot, murder, or foulness, no unchaste action or dishonored step that hath deprived me of your grace and favor.
Better thou had never been born than not to have pleased me better.
Oh, fairest Cordelia, that art most rich being poor, most choice forsaken, and most loved despised. Thee and thy virtues here we seize upon. Bid them farewell.
Thou hast her, France. She is thine, for we have no such daughter, nor will we ever see her face again. Therefore be gone without our love and grace.
Bid farewell to your sisters, fair Cordelia.
The jewels of our father. With washed eyes, Cordelia leaves you. I know what you are, and like a sister, am most loath to call your faults as they are named. Use well our father. To your professed bosoms I commit him, so farewell to you both.
Prescribe not us our duties. Let your study be to content your lord, who hath received you at fortune's alms.
Time shall unfold what cunning hides. Well may you prosper.
Come, my fair Cordelia.
Sister, I think our father will hence tonight.
That's most certain, and with you, next month with us.
You see how full of changes his age is? He always loved our sister most, and with what poor judgment he has now cast her off.
It is the infirmity of his age. We shall further think on't.
We must do something.
Thou nature art my goddess. To thy law my services are bound. Why am I bastard? When my dimensions are as well compact, my mind is generous, and my shape is true as honest madam's issue? Well then, legitimate Edgar, I must have your land. My father's love is to the bastard Edmund as to the legitimates. Fine word. Legitimate! This letter speed, and my invention thrive. Edmund the base shall top the legitimates. I grow. I prosper. Now gods, stand up for bastards.
Kent banished thus, and France in choler parted. And the king gone tonight, subscribed his power, confined to exhibition. And all this done upon the gad. Oh, how now, Edmund? What news?
So please, your lordship, none.
Why seek you so earnestly to put up that letter?
I know no news, my lord.
What paper were you reading?
Nothing, my lord.
Come, let's see. If it be nothing, I shall not need spectacles.
I beseech you, sir, pardon me. It is a letter from my brother. I find it not fit for your overlooking.
Give me the letter, sir.
I hope for my brother's justification he wrote this, but as an essay or taste of my virtue.
This policy and reverence of age makes the world bitter to the best of our times, keeps our fortunes so our oldness cannot relish them. Come to me, that of this I may speak more. If our father should sleep till I waked him, you should half his revenue forever and live the beloved of your brother Edgar? Oh, conspiracy! Sleep till I waked him, half his revenue for... He had a hand to write this? When came this to you? Who brought it?
I found it thrown into the casement of my closet.
And you know the character of this to be your brother's?
My lord, I dare swear it were his.
And he hath never heretofore sounded you in this business.
Never, my lord. But I have heard him oft maintain it to be fit that son's at a perfect age and father's declining, that the father should be ward to the son and the son manage his revenues.
Now, villain! Villain! His very opinion in the letter! Abhorred villain! Go, sirrah, seek him! Abominable villain! Where is he?
I do not well know, my lord. If your honor judge it meet, I shall place you where you should hear us confer of this, that without any further delay than this very evening.
Heaven and earth, Edmund, seek him out. Wind me into him, I pray you.
I shall seek him, sir, presently.
These recent eclipses of the sun and moon portend no good to us. This villain of mine comes under the prediction, there is son against father. Then the king falls from bias of nature. There's father against child. Find out this villain, Edmund. And the noble, true-hearted Kent banish it? His offense, honesty. 'Tis strange.
Oh, this is the excellent foppery of the world. That when we are sick in our fortune, we make guilty our disasters, the sun, the moon, and the stars, as if we were villains by necessity. Drunkards, liars, and adulterers, all by an enforced obedience of planetary influence. Edgar? And back he comes like the catastrophe of the old comedy.
How now, brother Edmund? What serious contemplation are you in?
Come, come. When saw you my father last?
Why, the night gone by.
Spake you with him?
Aye, 2 hours together.
Parted you in good terms? Found you no displeasure in him by lord or countenance?
None at all.
Thank yourself, wherein you may have offended him. And in my entreaty, forbear his presence till some little time have qualified the heat of his displeasure, which in this instance so rageth.
Some villain hath done me wrong.
That's my fear. I pray you, retire with me to my lodging, from whence I will fitly bring you to hear my lord speak. Pray you go. There's my key. If you do stir abroad, go armed.
Armed, brother?
Brother, I advise you to the best. Go armed.
Shall I hear from you anon?
I do serve you in this business. A credulous father and a brother noble whose nature is so far from doing harms that he suspects none, on whose foolish honesty my practice is right easy. I see the business. Let me, not by birth, have lands by wit.
Did my father strike my gentlewoman for chiding of his fool?
Yes, madam.
I'll not endure it. He grows riotous and himself upbraids us at every trifle.
He's coming, madam. I hear him.
Idle old man, that still would manage those authorities he hath given away. Remember what I tell you.
Well, madam.
I'll write straight to my sister to hold my very course. Prepare for dinner.
If but as well I other accents borrow, which can my speech diffuse, my good intent may carry through itself to that full issue for which I raised my likeness. Now, banished Kent, if thou canst serve where thou dost stand condemned, so may it come thy master, whom thou lovest, shall find thee full of favors.
Let me stay not a jot for dinner. Go, get it ready. How now? What art thou?
Och, a man, sir!
What dost thou profess? What wouldst thou with us?
Oh, I do profess to be no less than I seem, to serve him truly that will put me in trust, to love him that is honest, to converse with him that is wise and says little.
What art thou?
Oh, a very honest-hearted fellow.
What wouldst thou?
Service?
Who wouldst thou serve?
You.
Dost thou know me, fellow?
No, sir, but you have that in your countenance which I would fain call master.
What's that?
Authority.
What services canst thou provide?
Oh, I can keep honest counsel and deliver a plain message bluntly.
How old art thou?
Oh, not so young, sir, to love a woman for singing, or so old to dote on her for anything. I have years on my back, 48.
Follow me. Thou shalt serve me. If I like thee no less after dinner, I will not part from thee. But now, dinner, ho. Go and find my fool. And you, where is my daughter?
So please you.
What? Where is my fool? Ho, I think the world's asleep. How now, where is that mongrel? How came not the slave back when I called her?
Sir, she answered me in the roundest manner. She would not.
She would not.
My lord, I know not what the matter is, but to my judgment, your highness is not entertained with that ceremonious affection as you would want.
Sayest thou so?
I beseech you, pardon me, my lord, if I be mistaken.
I'll look further into it. In the meantime, it has been 2 days since I've seen my fool. Go you and find my fool. Where? You, come here. Who am I?
Oh, my lady's father.
My lady's father. My lord's knave, you slave, you cur.
I am none of these things, my lord. I beseech thy pardon.
Do you bandy looks with me, you rascal?
Oh, I will not be struck, my lord.
Nor prince neither.
I thank thee, thou servest me, and I'll love thee.
Come, wench, arise. Away. 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 Have you wisdom?
Oh,
My friendly knave, I thank thee. Here is earnest for thy service.
Let me hire him too. Here, my coxcomb.
How now, my pretty knave? How dost thou?
Sirrah, you were best take my coxcomb.
Why, fool?
Why, for taking one's part that's out of favor. Here, take my coxcomb. This fellow hath banished 2 daughters, and did the third a blessing against his will.
If thou follow him, thou must needs wear my coxcomb. How now, nuncle? Would I had 2 daughters and 2 coxcombs.
Why?
Well, if I'd given them all my living, I'd keep my coxcombs myself.
You're pestilent gall to me.
Sirrah, I'll teach thee a speech.
Do.
Mark it, nuncle. Have more than thou showest, speak less than thou knowest, lend less than thou owest, ride more than thou goest, and thou shalt have more than 2 cents to a score. Huh?
This is nothing, fool.
Can you make no use of nothing, nuncle?
Well, no, fool. Nothing can be made of nothing.
Prithee, tell him, so much of the rent of his land comes to. He will not believe a fool.
A bitter fool?
Dost thou know the difference, my boy, between a bitter fool and a sweet fool?
No, lad, teach me.
The Lord that counsel thee to give away thy land, come place him here by me, and do thou for him stand. The sweet and bitter fool will presently appear. The one in motley here, the other found out there.
Dost thou call me fool?
All thy other titles thou hast given away.
This is not altogether fool, my lord.
No, faith. Then they for sudden joy did weep, and I for sorrow sung, that such a king should play Bo Peep and go the fools among. Prithee, nuncle, keep thee a schoolmaster that can teach thy fool to lie. I would fain learn to lie.
If you lie, knave, we'll have you whipped.
I marvel at what kin thou and thy daughters are. They'll have me whipped for lying, thou will have me whipped for speaking true, and sometimes I'm whipped for holding my peace. I'd rather be any kind of thing than a fool, and yet I would not be thee, nuncle.
How now, daughter? What makes this frontlet on? Methinks you're too much of late in the frown.
Thou was a pretty fool when thou hast no need to care for her frowning. Now thou art an O without a figure. I am better than thee now. I am a fool, but thou art nothing. Yes, forsooth, I shall hold my tongue, so your face bids me, though you say nothing. Not only, sir, this your all-licensed fool, but other of your insolent retinue do hourly carp and quarrel. Sir, I had thought by making this well known unto you to have found a safe redress, but now grow fearful by what yourself too late have spoke and done, that you protect this course and put it on by your allowance. So out went the candle and we were left darkling.
Are you our daughter?
Come, sir, I would you would make use of that good wisdom. May not the ass know when the cart draws the horse?
This is not Lear. Does Lear walk thus? Does Lear speak thus? Are these Lear's eyes? Who, if you can tell me who I am?
Lear's shadow.
I would learn from that, for by the marks of sovereignty, reason, and knowledge, I would be false persuaded that I had daughters.
Which they would make an obedient father.
Your name, fair gentlewoman.
As you are old and reverend, you should be wise. Here you do keep men so disordered that this our palace shows more like a tavern or a brothel than a graced palace.
Darkness and devils, call my train, saddle my horses. Degenerate bastard, yet I have another daughter.
Your disordered rabble makes servants of their betters.
Woe that he that too late repents. Oh, sir, you are come. Were you called? Is it of your will? Speak, sir.
Oh, gratitude. Pray, sir, be patient.
Degenerate kite, thou liest. My men are choice and of the rarest parts. Oh, Lear, beat at the gate. You let your folly in and your good judgment out.
My lord, I am guiltless as well as ignorant of what hath moved you.
Maybe so. Hear me, nature. Dear goddess, hear me. Dry up in her the organs of increase, so that from her derogate body never let a babe spring to honor her. If she must teem, let it be a child of spleen, that she may know how sharper than a serpent's tooth it is to have a thankless child. Away! Away!
Oh, gods that we adore, whereof comes this?
I'll tell thee, life and death. I am ashamed that thou hast the power to shake my manhood thus. that these hot tears that break for me perforce should make thee worth them. But yet as it come to this, let it be so. Yet I have another daughter who is kind and comfortable. Go you before to Gloucester with this letter. Acquaint my daughter with nothing more than you know.
I will not sleep, my lord, till I've delivered your letter.
You mark that, my lord.
I cannot be so partial, Goneril, to the great love I bear
Pray
you, but
content. You, wench, more knave than fool, after your master.
Knuckle Lear! Knuckle Lear! Tarry and take the fool with thee! So the fool follows after.
This man hath had good counsel. 100 knights. 'Tis politic and safe to let him keep at point. 100 knights. Oswald, I say,
well, you may fear too far.
safer than trust too far. I know his heart. What he hath uttered, I have writ my sister. How now, Oswald? What? Have you writ that letter to my sister?
Yes, madam.
Get you some company and away to horse. Inform her full of my particular fears. Get you gone and hasten your return.
How far your eyes may pierce, I cannot tell.
Nay, then.
Well, time will tell.
The Duke of Cornwall and Regan his Duchess will be here this night. At the better. Best! This weaves itself perforce into my business. My father has set guard to take my brother. Brother, a word. Listen. Brother, I say, my father watches. Oh, sir, fly this place. Intelligence is given where you are hid. You have now the good advantage of the night. Have you not spoken against the Duke of Cornwall? He's coming hither. Now, in the night, in the haste, and Regan with him. Have you nothing set upon his party against the Duke of Albany? Advise yourself!
I swear on not a word.
I hear my father coming. Pardon me. In cunning, I must draw my blade on you. Draw, seem to defend yourself. Now quit you well. Right here! Fly, brother! Torches! Torches! So farewell. Some blood drawn on me would beget opinion. Father! Father! Stop! Stop! No help!
Now, Edmund, where is the villain?
Here stood he, his sharp sword out.
But where is he?
Look, sir, I bleed.
Where is the villain, Edmund?
Fled that way, sir.
Fly after him, make haste!
When by no means...
By no means what?
Persuade me to the murder of your lordship. When he saw how loathly opposite I stood to his unnatural purpose, he charges home and lanced mine arm.
Let him fly far. He shall not in this land remain uncaught and found dispatch. The noble duke, my master, comes tonight. By his authority, I'll proclaim it. He that conceals him, death. Hark, the duke's trumpets. All ports I'll bar. The villain shall not escape.
How now, my noble friend? I have heard strange news.
How dost, my lord?
Oh, madam, my old heart is cracked. 'Tis cracked.
What? Did my father's godson seek your life? He whom my father named, your Edgar?
Oh, madam, lady, shame would have it hid.
I have this present evening from my sister been well informed of them.
Edmund, I hear that you have shown your father a childlike office.
Was my duty, sir.
He did bewray his practice, and received this hurt, you see, in striving to apprehend him.
Is he pursued?
Aye, my good lord.
If he be taken, he shall never more be feared of doing harm. Make your own purpose, how in my strength you please. For you, Edmund, whose virtue and obedience doth this instant so much commend itself, you shall be ours. Natures of such deep trust we shall much need.
I shall serve you, sir.
For him I thank your grace. I serve you, madam. Your graces are right welcome.
I heard myself proclaimed. And by the happy hollow of a tree escaped the hunt. Whilst I may escape, I will preserve myself. And be thought to take the basest and poorest shape that ever penury and contempt of man brought near to beast. My face, I'll grime with filth. Blanket my loins, elf my hair all in knots, and with presented nakedness outface the winds and persecutions of the sky. Poor Turley God! Poor Tom! There's something yet. Edgar, I nothing am.
Good dawning, friend. Art thou of this house?
Oh, aye,
Oh, well, where may we set our horses?
in the mire.
Oh, prithee, if thou lovest me, tell me.
I love thee not.
Well, then I care not for thee.
Woman, I know thee.
What dost thou knowest me for?
A knave, a rascal, an eater of broken meats, a base, proud, shallow, beggarly, three-suited, 100-pound, filthy, worse-than-talking knave!
Why, what a monstrous fellow thou art to rail at one who's neither known of thee nor to thee.
Is it 2 days ago since I tripped up thy heels and beat thee before the king? Oh, draw, you rogue, for though it be night, yet the moon shines. I'll make a sop of the moonshine of you. Draw!
Away, I want nothing to do with thee.
Draw, you rascal. You come with letters against the king. Draw, you rascal. On your way.
Mother, oh, mother!
Bah! Strike, you slave, and bah! And bah!
What's the matter?
Weapons? Arms?
Keep peace upon your lives. He dies that strikes again. What is the matter?
The messengers from our sister and the king.
What is your difference? Speak.
I'm scarce of breath, my lord.
No marvel. You've so bestirred your valor.
Speak yet. How grew your quarrel?
This ruffian, sir, whose life I have spared.
My lord, if you will give me leave, I will tread this unbolted villain into mortar.
Peace, sirrah. You beastly knave. Know you no reverence?
Yes, sir, but anger hath a privilege.
Why art thou angry?
Such a slave as this should wear a sword who wears no honesty.
How fell you out? Say that.
Sir, 'tis my occupation to be plain.
What was the offense you gave him?
I never gave him any. It was the king, his master, who decided late to strike at me.
Fetch forth the stocks.
Oh, you stubborn knave.
You reverend braggart, we'll teach you.
Sir, I am too old to learn. Call not your stocks for me. I serve the king, on whose employment I was sent to you.
Fetch forth the stocks. As I have life and honor, there shall he sit till noon.
Till noon, till night, my lord, and all night too.
Why, madam, if I was your father's dog, you should not use me so.
Sir, being his knave, I will. My sister may receive it much more worse to have her servant abused, assaulted for following her affairs. Put in his hands. Come, my good lord, away.
I am sorry for thee, friend. I'll entreat for thee.
Pray do not, sir. I have watched and traveled hard. Sometime I shall sleep out. The rest... Oh, whistle.
The Duke is to blame in this. 'Twill be guilty.
Fortune, good night. Smile once more. Turn thy wheel.
Tis strange they should so depart from home and not send back my messenger.
Hail to thee, noble master.
Ah, makest thou this shame thy pastime?
No, my lord.
He wears coral bracelets.
Who is he that has so mistook thy place to set thee here?
It is both he and she, your son and daughter.
No,
Yes?
no, I say.
I say aye.
No, they would not.
Yes, they have.
By Jupiter, I swear no.
By Juno, I swear aye.
They durst not do it. They would not do it. It's worse than murder to do upon respect such violent outrage.
My lord, when at their home, I did commend your highness letters to them, which presently they read. And meeting here the other messenger, whose welcome I perceive had poisoned mine, she raised up the house with loud and coward cries. Your son and daughter found this trespass worth the shame which here it suffers.
Where is his daughter?
With the earl, sir, here, within.
Follow me not. Wait here.
How chance the king comes with so small a train?
And hadst thou been set in the stocks for that question, thou hadst well deserved it.
Why, fool?
When a wise man gives thee better counsel, give me mine again. I shall have none but knaves follow it, since a fool wears it. That sir, which serves and seeks for gain and follows but for form, will pack when it begins to rain, and he'll leave thee in the storm. But I will tarry, the fool will stay. Let the wise man fly. The knave turns fool that runs away, the fool no knave per die.
Where learned you this, fool?
Not in the stocks, fool.
Deny to speak to me. They are sick. They are weary. They are ill. They have traveled through the night. Mayor fetches the images of revolt and flying off. Fetch me a better answer.
My dear lord, you know the fiery quality of the Duke.
Vengeance, plague, death, confusion. Fiery? What quality? Gloucester, I'll speak with the Duke and his wife.
Well, my good lord, I have informed them so.
Inform them. Does thou understand me, man?
Aye, my good lord.
The king would speak with Cornwall. The dear father would with his daughter speak, commands her service. Are they informed of this? By breath and blood, and wherefore should he be sit there? Give me my servant forth. I will speak with the Duke and his wife.
I would have all well betwixt you.
Oh, my heart rises up. Oh.
Cry to it, Nuncle, as the Cockney did to the eels when she put him in the paste alive. She napped him on the coxcombs with a stick, and she cried, "Down, Wantons, down, 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 down." 'Twas her brother that, in full kindness to his horse, buttered his hay.
Good morrow to you both.
Hail to your grace.
I am glad to see your highness.
Dearest Regan, thy sister has been naught. She has tied sharp tooth and kindness like a vulture here. I can scarce tell thee. You will not believe with how depraved a quality.
Good sir, take patience.
Say, how's that?
I cannot in the least think my sister would fail in her obligation.
My curse is on her.
Oh, sir, you are old. Nature in you stands at the very verge of her confine. Therefore, I pray you that to our sister you do make return. Say you have wronged her, sir.
Ask her forgiveness. Dearest Regan, I confess that I am old. Age is unnecessary, but on my knees, I humbly beg that you'll vouchsafe me bed, food, and raiment.
Good sir, no more. Return you to my sister.
Never, Regan. I have cursed her. She has abated me.
Oh, the blessed gods. So you wish on me when the rash mood is on.
No, I would never curse thee, Regan, never curse thee. Thy tender-hefted nature would never give thee over to harshness.
Good sir, to the purpose.
Who put my man in the stocks? Oh, you're free.
What trumpet's that?
I know it. My sister's. This approves her letter that she would soon be here. Is your lady come?
That's a slave! Out of my sight, varlet!
What means your grace?
Who put my man in the stocks, O Regan? I have good hopes that thou did not know on it, but who comes? Oh. Are you not ashamed to look upon this face? Regan, thou take her by the hand.
Why not by the hand, sir? How have I offended?
Besides, you are too tough. Will you get old? How came my man in the stocks?
I set him there, sir.
You. Did you?
Pray you, father, you will return and sojourn with my sister. Come then to me.
Return with her? No, I'd rather abjure all roofs and wage against the enmity of the skies. Persuade me rather to be a slave to that detested creature there.
At your choice, sir.
Oh, daughter, do not make me mad. You are a boil, a plague sore, an embossed carbuncle. But I will not chide thee. I will no longer see thee. Bye-bye. We will no longer meet. We will no longer see one another. I can be patient. I can stay with Regan.
Not altogether so. I looked not for you yet, nor am provided for your fit welcome.
Is this well spoken?
I dare avouch it, sir. How in one household can many people under two commands hold amity? 'Tis hard, almost impossible.
I gave you all.
And in good time you gave it.
I made you my guardians, my depositaries, but kept the stipulation to be followed. Regan, say you so.
And speaks again, my lord, no more with me.
These wicked creatures do look well favored when others, more wicked, not being the worst, stand in some rank of praise. I'll go with thee.
Hear me, my lord. What need you? 25 knights? Or 10? Or even 5 to follow in a house where twice so many have a command to tend you?
What need one?
Reason not the deed. Allow not nature what nature needs. Man's life is cheap as beasts. Oh, you heavens, give me that patience. It's patience I need. You see me here, you gods, a poor old man, as full of grief as age and wretched in both. If it be you that turns these daughters' hearts against their father, fool me not to bear it tamely, but fill me with noble anger, and allow not women's weapons, water drops, stain my man's cheeks. No! You unnatural hags! I shall have such revenges on you both that all the world shall see. I will do such things. What they are yet I know not, but they will be the terrors of the earth. You think I'll weep? I'll not weep. Though I have cause for weeping, this heart shall render into 1,000 flaws ere I'll weep. Oh, fool! I shall go mad!
Let us withdraw. 'Twill be a storm.
This house is little, and the old man and his people cannot be well bestowed.
Hath put himself at blame, he hath put himself from rest, and must needs taste his folly.
For his particular I'll receive him gladly, but not one follower.
So am I purposed. Where is my lord of Gloucester?
Follow the old man forth. He is returned.
The king is in high rage.
Whither is he going?
He calls to horse, but I know not whither.
'Tis best to give him way. He leads himself.
My lord, entreat him by no means to stay.
Alack, the night comes on, and the bleak winds do sorely ruffle. For many miles about, there's scarce a bush.
Oh, sir, to willful men the injuries that they themselves procure must be their schoolmasters. Shut up your doors.
Shut up your doors, my lord. 'Tis a wild night. My Regan counsels well. Come out of the storm.
Blow, winds, blow! Crack your cheeks! Rage, blow, singe my white head! And I, all shaking thunder, smite flat the thick rotundity of the world. Crack open nature's molds that make ingrateful man!
Nuncle, cord holy water in a dry house is better than this rainwater out of door. Good Nuncle, in, ask thy daughter's blessing. Here's a night that pities neither wise man nor fool.
Rumble thy bellyful. Spit fire, spout rain, nor rain, wind, thunder, fire are my daughters. I tax not you elements with unkindness. I gave you no children. I gave you no kingdoms. You owe me no subscription. Then let your horrible pleasure fall. Here I stand, your slave, a poor, weak, infirm, and despised old man. Oh, 'tis foul, 'tis foul.
He that has a house to put his head in has a good headpiece. The man that makes his toe what he his heart should make shall of a corn cry woe and turn his sleep to wake.
I will be all pattern of patience. I will say no more.
Who's there besides foul weather?
Oh, Mary, here's grace and a codpiece. That's wise man, fool.
Alas, sir, are ye here? Things that love night love not such nights as these.
Tremble, thou wretch. I am a man more sinned against than sinning.
Alack, bareheaded. Gracious my lord, hard by here is a hovel. Some friendship will it lend ye against the tempest. Repose ye there.
My wits begin to turn. Oh, fool. Oh, fool. How dost thou? Art cold. I'm cold too. Come to your hovel. A part of my heart is yet sorry for thee. Bring me to this hovel.
Here is the place, my lord. Good my lord, enter here. The tyranny of the open night's too rough for nature to endure.
Oh, thou leave me alone.
Good my lord, enter here.
You'll break my heart.
I had rather break mine own. Good my lord, enter here.
I will cry no more. To be shut out on such a night as this, oh Regan, Goneril, your kind old father whose frank heart gave all. No, that way madness lies.
Good my lord, enter here.
Go first. Be comfortable. Go, fool. Go. I will pray first, and then I will sleep. Poor naked wretches, wheresoever you are, how will your houseless heads and unfed sides defend you against seasons such as these?
Fathom in half! Fathom in half! Poor Tom!
Come not in here, Knuckle! Here's a spirit! Help me! Help me! Help me!
Give her the hand! Who's there?
It's a spirit! It's a spirit! He says his name is Poor Tom!
What art thou that dost grumble there in the straw? Come forth!
Away! The foul fiend follows me! Go to thy cold bed and warm thee!
Hast thou given all to thy 2 daughters, and art thou come to this?
Who gives anything to poor Tom, whom the foul fiend hath led through fire and through flame? Bless thy 5 wits, Tom's a cold. Oh, do poor Tom some charity, whom the foul fiend vexes. There I can have him, and there, and there, and there again. Oh.
What, have his daughters brought this to pass?
He hath no daughters, sir.
Oh, death traitor, nothing can subdue nature to such lowness but unkind daughters.
Billycock sat on Billycock Hill. Halloo,
This cold night will turn us all to fools and madmen!
Take heed of the foul fiend. Obey thy parents. Keep thy word justly. Swear not. Commit not with man's sworn spouse. Tom's a cold.
What dost thou think?
A servant man, proud in heart and mind. Wine loved I deeply, dice dearly. False of heart, light of ear, bloody of hand. Hog and sloth, fox and stealth, says some, Madon, though nani. Oh, Dolphin, my boy, my boy. Mwah! Cecil, let him trot by.
Why, thou wert better in the grave than to answer with thy uncovered body against the extremity of the skies. Is man no more than this? Consider him well. Oh, thou art the thing itself. Unaccommodated man is no more than a bare-forked animal, as thou art. Off with these lendings.
Prithee, Knuckle, be contented. 'Tis a naughty night to swim in.
Help me with this.
Oh, look, here comes walking fire.
This is the foul fiend, Liberty Gibbet. He begins at curfew and walks till the first cock. He gives the web in the bin, squints the eye, and hurts the poor creatures of earth.
How fares your grace?
What's he?
Who's there? What does you seek?
What are you? Your names? Poor Tom. It eats the swimming frog, the toad, the tadpole. But rats and mice and such small deer have been Tom's food for 7 long years. Beware, my follower. Peace, Malkin. Peace, thou fiend. What? Has your grace no better company? The Prince of Darkness is a gentleman. Poor Tom's a cold. Go in with me. My duty cannot suffer to obey in all thy daughter's hard commands. Here have I come to seek you out and bring you to where both fire and food is ready.
First, I'll have a word with this philosopher. What is the cause of thunder?
Good my lord, take his offer. Go into the house.
I will have a word with this same learned Theban. What is your course of study?
How to prevent the fiend and kill vermin.
I'll have a word with him in private.
Importune him once more to go, my lord. His wits begin to unsettle.
Canst thou blame him, banished poor old man? He said it would be thus. Thou sayest the king goes mad. I'll tell thee, my good friend Kent, I am almost mad myself. I had a son, now outlawed from my blood, who sought my life, but lately, very late. I loved him. No father his son dearer. Oh, grief hath crazed my wits. His daughters seek his life, and oh, what a night's this. I do beseech your grace.
Oh, cry you mercy, sir. Come, noble philosopher, your company.
Oh, poor Tom's a cold. Get thee in there, friend, into the hovel. Keep thee warm.
Let's all in.
Come, this way, my lord.
With him, I will keep still with my philosopher.
Sirrah, soothe him, my lord. Let him
into the
get his
house.
fellow.
Take him you
Into
want.
the
Come, good Athenian.
No words.
Come,
No words. No
let's
words.
all go in
Hush.
together.
Hush.
Roland to the dark tower came. Word was still. 3, 5, 4, and fum. I smell the blood of a British man.
I will have my revenge ere I depart his house. I now perceive it was not altogether your brother's evil disposition made him seek his death.
This is the letter he spoke of, which approves him an intelligent party to the advantages of France. Oh heavens, that this treason are not I the detector.
Go with me to the Duchess. True or false, it hath made thee Earl of Gloucester. Seek out where thy father is, that he may be ready for our apprehension.
I shall persevere in my course of loyalty, though the conflict be sore between that and my blood.
I will lay trust upon thee, and thou shalt find a dearer father in my love.
Here is better than the open air. Take it thankfully. I shall piece together the comfort with what addition I can. I will not be long from you.
All the power of his wits have given way to his impatience. The gods reward your kindness.
Nero is an angler in the lake of darkness. Pray, innocent, and beware the foul fiend.
Prithee, Nuncle, tell me whether the madman be a gentleman or a yeoman.
A king. A king.
No, he's a yeoman that has a gentleman to his son, for he's a mad young that sees his son a gentleman before him.
You have 1,000 red burning spits all come hissing in at him.
Ah! The foul fiend bites my back!
He's mad that trusts in the tameness of a wolf.
It shall be done. You sit there. And you, sapient one, sit there.
The foul fiend taunts poor Tom in the voice of a nightingale. Croak not, black angel! I have no food for thee!
How do you, sir?
I take my oath before this honorable assembly. She has kicked the poor king, her father.
Come hither, mistress. Is your name Goneril?
She cannot deny it.
Cry you mercy, I took you for a joint stool.
And here's another, whose warped looks do proclaim what store her heart is on. Stop her! Stop! Wait! Escape! False justiciar! You allowed her to escape!
Bless thy 5 wits!
Oh, pity! Sir, where is the patience now?
My tears begin to take his part so much they'll bar my counterfeiting.
The little dogs, Trey and Blanche and Sweetheart, see how they bark at me.
Poor Tom will throw his hand at him! Avaunt, you curs! Tom will make you weep and wail! Oh, poor Tom, thy horn is dry.
You, sir, I do not like the fashion of your garments. You will say they are of Parisian attire. Let them be changed.
Now, good my lord, lie here and rest a while.
Oh, draw the curtains. Draw the curtains. We'll have supper in the morning. No noise.
And I'll go to bed at noon.
Come hither, friend. Where's the king, my master?
Here, sir, but trouble him not. His wits are gone.
Good friend, I have overheard a plot of death upon him. Drive you towards Dover, friend, where thou shalt find both welcome and protection. Take up thy master, give thee quick conduct.
Oppressed nature sleeps. This rest might yet have balmed thy broken senses. Come, help to bear thy master. Thou must not stay behind.
Knuckle.
If convenience will not allow, stand in hard cure.
Away.
Alone suffers most in the mind, leaving free things and happy shows behind. A light and portable my pain seems now. That which makes me bend makes the king bow. I'm away!
Post speedily to my lord your husband. Show him this letter. The army of France has landed. Go seek the traitor Gloucester. Bring him before us.
Hang him instantly. Pluck out his eyes.
Leave him to my displeasure. Edmund, the revenges we are bound to take upon your traitorous father are not fit for your beholding. How now? Where's the king?
Oh, my lord of Gloucester did convey him hence, who, along with other of my lord's dependents, did go with him towards Dover, where they boast to have well-armed friends.
Get horses for your mistress.
Farewell, sweet lord and sister.
Edmund, farewell. Though well we may not pass upon his life without the form of justice, yet our power shall do a courtesy to our wrath, which men may blame, but not control. Who's there? The traitor?
Ingrateful fox, 'tis he.
Hand me thou.
Bind fast his corky arms.
What means your graces? Do me no foul play, friends.
Bind him, I say.
Hard, oh filthy traitor.
Unmerciful lady that thou art, I am none. Ah!
To this chair, bind him. Come, sir. What letters had you late from France?
Be simple, answerer, for we know the truth.
I have a letter, guessingly set down, and one that's come from a neutral heart, and not from one opposed.
Cunning.
And false. To whose hands have you sent the lunatic king? Speak!
Where hast thou sent the king?
To Dover.
Wherefore to Dover? Wast thou not charged at peril?
Wherefore to Dover? Let him first answer that.
Because I would not see thy cruel nails pluck out his poor old eyes, nor thy fierce sister in his anointed flesh stick boorish fangs. But I shall see the winged vengeance overtake such children.
Oh, see it shalt thou never. Fellows, hold the chair.
Wait. What means this? What? No!
Upon these eyes of thine I'll set my foot!
Give me some help! Oh, cruel! Oh, you gods!
One side will mock another, pluck the other too.
Oh, if you see vengeance.
Hold your hand, my lord. I have served you since you were a child, but never better have I served you than now to bid you all.
How now, you dog?
My villain.
Nay, then come on and take the chance of anger.
Give me thy blade. A peasant stand up thus.
Slave, my lord, you still have one eye to see some mischief on it. Oh.
Let's to see more. Prevent it. Vile jelly! Where is thy luster now?
Oh, dark and comfortless. Where is my son Edmund? Edmund! He did all the
sparks of nature to quit this horrid act!
Out, treacherous villain! Thou paused on him that hates thee. It was him that made overture of thy treasons to us, who is too good to pity thee.
Oh, my follies. Then Edgar was abused. Oh, you gods, forgive me that, and prosper him.
Go, thrust him out at gates, and let him smell his way to Dover. How is't, my lord? How look you?
I have received a hurt. Follow me, lady. Turn out that eyeless villain. Throw this slave upon the dunghill. Regan, I bleed apace. Untimely comes this hurt. Give me your arm.
Be worst. The lowest and most dejected thing of fortune lives not in fear. Lamentable changes for the best. The worst returns from laughter. But who sits here? My father? Oh, world, world, oh, world.
Away! Get thee away! Thy comforts can do me no good at all. I have no way, and therefore want no eyes. Oh, my dear son Edgar, the food of thy abused father's wrath. Might I but live to see thee in my touch, I'd say I had eyes again.
Who should this be? And is the trade that must play fool to sorrow. Bless thee, master!
Now, my lord, take us hence, a mile or twain in the way towards Dover. Do it for ancient love.
Poor Tom's a cold. I cannot pretend anymore.
Come hither, fellow.
And yet I must. Oh, bless thy sweet eyes. They bleed.
Knowest thou the way to Dover?
By stile and gate, horseway and footpath. Poor Tom hath been scared out of his good wits.
There is a cliff, whose high and bending head looks fearfully in the confined deep. Bring me but to the very brim of it, and I shall repair the misery thou dost bear with something rich about me. From that place I shall know leading need.
Give me thy arm. Poor Tom shall lead thee.
Welcome, my lord. I marvel our mild husband not met us on the way. Now where's your master?
Madam, within, but never a man so changed. I told him of the army that had landed, and he just smiled. I told him you were coming, and he said, the worse.
Then shall you go no further? Edmund, to my brother, hasten his musters and conduct his powers. This trusty servant shall pass between us ere long you are like to hear. If you dare venture in your own behalf a mistress's command, wear this. Decline your head. This kiss, fit durst speak, would stretch thy spirits up into the air. Conceive and fare thee well.
Yours in the ranks of death.
My most dear Gloucester. difference of man and man. To thee, a woman's services are due.
Madam, my lord is coming.
I have been worth the whistle.
Goneril, you are not worth the dust which the rude wind blows in your face. What have you done? Tigers, not daughters. What have you performed? A father and a gracious ancient man have you madded?
Milk-livered man, where's thy drum? France spreads his banners in our noiseless land, whilst thou, a moral fool, sit still in Christ. Alack, why does he so?
See thyself, devil!
Oh, vain fool, marry your manhood now.
What news?
Good my lord, the Duke of Cornwall is dead. Slain by his servant, he had gone to put out the eye of Gloucester.
Gloucester's eye? Oh, poor Gloucester. Lost he his other eye?
Both, my lord. This letter, madam, craves a speedy answer. 'Tis from your sister.
One way, I like this well, but being widow, and my Gloucester with her, may in all the building upon my fancy pluck upon my hateful life. The news is not so tart. I'll read and answer.
Where was his son when they did take his eyes?
Came with my lady hither.
He's not here.
No, my good lord, I met him back again.
Well, know he the wickedness?
Aye, my good lord, 'twas he informed against him.
Gloucester, I live to thank thee for the love thou showest the king, and to revenge thine eyes. Come hither, friend. Tell me what more thou knowest.
Well, the poor distressed Lear's in the town, who sometime, in his better tune, remembers what we are come about.
Alack, 'tis he. Why, he was met even now as mad as the vexed sea, singing aloud. Bring him to our eye. Oh, what can man's wisdom in the restoring his bereaved sense? He that helps him take all my outward worth. All you blessed secrets, all you unpublished virtues of the earth, spring with my tears. The British powers are marching hitherward. 'Tis known before. Our preparation stands in expectation of them. Oh, my dear father, it is thy business that I go about. Therefore, great France, my mourning and important tears have pitied. No blown ambition doth our arms in sight, but love, dear love, and our aged father's right. Soon may we see and hear him.
But are our brother's powers set forth?
Yes, madam.
Himself in person there?
Yes, madam, with much ado.
Lord Edmund spake not with your lord at home?
No, madam.
What might import my sister's letter to him?
I know not, lady.
Why should she write to Edmund? Let me unseal the letter.
I would rather that...
I know your lady does not love her husband. I am sure of that. And at her late being here, she gave strange and most speaking looks to noble Edmund. I know you are of her bosom.
I, madam?
I speak in understanding. Therefore, I do advise you, take this note. My lord is dead. Edmund and I have talked, and more convenient is he for my hand than for your lady's. Fare thee well.
might we come to the top of that same hill.
You do walk up, and now, look how we labor.
Methinks the ground is even.
Horrible steep. Hark, do you hear the sea?
No, truly.
Why then your other senses grew imperfect by your eyes' anguish.
So may it be indeed.
Come here, Father. Here's the place. Stand still!
Oh.
Oh, how fearful and how dizzy 'tis to cast one's eyes so low. Oh, the fishermen that do walk upon the beach appear like mice. Oh, I'll look no more, lest my brain turn and the deficient sight topple down headlong.
Set me where you stand.
Give me your hand. You are now within a foot of the extreme verge.
Let go of my hand. Here, fellow, a purse. In it, a jewel well worth a poor man's taking. Bid me farewell, and let me hear thee going.
Fare you well, good sir.
Oh, you mighty gods! This world I do renounce, and in your sights, shake patiently my great affliction off. If Edgar live, oh, bless him. Now, fellow, fare thee well.
On, sir, farewell. Alive or dead? Oh, you, sir? Friend? Speak you?
Away and let me die.
But thou dost breathe. Thy life's a miracle. Speak yet again.
But have I fallen or no?
From the dread summit of this chalky bourne. Look up a height. Do but look up.
Alack, I have no eyes. Is wretchedness deprived that benefit to end itself by death?
Give me your arm. Up. Now, how is't? Feel you your legs? You stand.
Too well, too well.
This is above all strangeness. Upon the crown of the cliff, what thing was that which parted from you?
Some poor unfortunate beggar.
It was with some fiend. Therefore, thinkest that the clearest gods have preserved thee.
Ah, I do remember now. Henceforth, I shall bear great affliction till itself do cry out, enough, enough, and then die.
Bear free and patient thoughts. But who comes here?
Thou shalt not touch me for coining. I am the king itself.
Oh, thou side-piercing sight.
Shh. Shh. Look. A mouse. A mouse. Peace, peace. This piece of toasted cheese should do it. There's my gauntlet. I'll prove it on a giant. Give the word.
Oh, sweet marjoram.
Pass.
I know that voice.
When the rain came to wet me once, and the winds made me chatter, and the thunder would not peace out at my bidding, there I found them. I smelt them out.
The trick of that voice I do remember well. Is it not the king?
Aye, every inch a king. See how that subject quakes when I stare at him. I pardon thee. What is the cause? Adultery? Thou shalt not die. Die for adultery? No! Let copulation thrive. Why, Gloucester's own son was kinder to him than my two daughters.
Oh, let me kiss that hand.
Oh, wait. It smells of mortality. Let me wipe it first.
Dost thou know me?
I know thy eyes well enough. Does thou squinty at me? Here. Read this challenge. Note the penning of it.
Were all the letters suns, I could not see one.
Read!
What, with the case of eyes?
Oh, no eyes in your head, but no little money in your purse. Your eyes are in a heavy case, and your purse is in a light. Yet a man may still see how the world goes.
I see it feelingly.
Are you mad? A man with no eyes may see how the world goes. Look with thine ears.
Oh, matter and impertinency mixed. Reason and madness.
If you will weep my fortunes, I will lend thee eyes. I know thee well enough. Thou art Gloucester.
Alack, oh, alack the day!
When we are born, we come crying to this great stage of fools. And when I have stumbled upon my sons-in-law, then I will kill, 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 kill.
Here he is. Sir, your most dear daughter.
No rescue? A prisoner? Send for surgeons! I am cut to the brains.
You shall have anything.
Anything? What? No seconds?
Good sir.
I will die bravely. I will be jovial. Come, come, I'm the king.
You are a royal one, and we obey you.
Oh, there is life in that. Nay, there's life in that if you can get it by running.
I pray you, gentle sir.
Sir, speed you. What's your will?
Do you hear aught, sir, of a battle toward?
Oh, sure and vulgar. Everyone hears that.
Oh, but by your favor, sir, how near's the other army?
Near and on speedy foot.
I thank you, sir. That's all.
You ever gentle gods, take my breath from me.
Well, pray you, father.
Now, sir, what are you?
Most poor man, made tame to fortune's blows. Give me thy arm. I'll lead you to some biting.
Hearty thanks.
Ha ha! A proclaimed prize. Most happy, thou old unhappy traitor. The sword is drawn that will destroy thee.
Now let thy friendly hand put strength enough to it.
Wherefore, bold peasant, dost thou support a published traitor and let go his arm?
I'll not let go without further occasion.
Let go, slave, or thou diest.
Come not near the old man. Keep out. I'll be plain with you.
Out, dunghill.
I'll pick your teeth. Come on, you. I'll pull your loins.
Slave, thou hast slain me. Villain, take my purse, and if ever thou wilt thrive, give the letters thou find about me to Edmund, Earl of Gloucester. Seek him out amongst the British party. Oh, untimely death.
I know thee well, a serviceable villain, as duteous to the vices of thy mistress as badness would desire.
What? Is she dead?
Stay you there, father. Rest you. Let's see these pockets. The letters that she speaks of may be my friends. She's dead. Let our reciprocal vows be remembered. You have many opportunities to cut him off. There is nothing done if he return the conqueror. Then am I a prisoner and his bed my jail. In the loathed warmth thereof deliver me and supply the place for your labor. Your wife, I would say, affectionate servant, Goneril! Oh, undistinguished space of woman's will! A plot upon her virtuous husband's life, and the exchange my brother! Give me your hand, sir. Far off methinks I hear the beaten drum. Come, father, I'll bestow you with a friend.
O thou good Kent, how shall I live and work to match thy goodness?
To be acknowledged, madam, is o'erpaid.
Then be it so, my good lord. How does the king?
Madam sleeps still.
Oh, you kind gods, cure this great breach in his abused nature. The untuned and jarring senses, oh, wind up of this child-changed father.
So please your majesty that we may wake the king, he hath slept long.
Be governed by your knowledge and proceed in the sway of your own will.
Be by, good madam, when we do awake him. I doubt not of his temperance.
Oh, my dear father. Restoration, hang thy medicine on my lips, and let this kiss repair those violent harms that my two sisters have in thy reverence made. Oh, he wakes. How does my royal lord? How fares your majesty?
You do me wrong to take me out of the grave. You are a soul in bliss, but I am bound on a wheel of fire that my own tears do scald like molten lead.
Sir, do you know me?
You are a spirit. When did you die?
Still, far wide.
He's scarce awake. Let him alone a while.
Where have I been? Oh, where am I? Is there daylight? I don't know what to say. I would not swear that these are my hands.
Oh, look upon me, sir, and hold your hands in benediction o'er me. Oh, no, sir, you must not kneel.
Oh, pray do not mock me. I am a foolish, fond old man, and to deal plainly, I fear I'm not in my perfect mind. Methinks I should know you and this man here. Do not laugh at me, but I think you are my child, Cordelia.
And so I am. I am.
Oh, do not weep. Do not weep. If you have poison for me, I will drink it. For I know you do not love me. Your sisters, as I remember, have done me wrong. You have some cause. They do not.
No cause. No cause.
Am I in France?
In your own kingdom, sir.
Do not abuse me.
Will it please your highness walk?
Bear with me. Pray you. Forget. I am very old and foolish.
Our sister's messenger is certainly miscarried.
'Tis to be doubted, madam.
Now, sweet lord, you know the goodness I intend on you. Tell me. But truly, but then speak the truth. Do you not love my sister?
An honored love.
But have you never found my brother's way to the forfended place?
That thought abuses you.
I am doubtful that you have been conjunct and bosomed with her as far as we call hers.
What? I might honor, madam.
I never will endure her. Dear my lord, be not familiar with her.
Fear me not. She and the Duke, her husband.
I had rather lose the battle than that sister should loosen him and me.
Our very loving sister, be well met. Sir, this I hear. The king has come with his daughter along with the others whom the rigor of our state has forced to cry out.
Why is this reasoned? Combine together against the enemy, for these domestic broils are not the question here.
Let us then determine with the ancient of war upon our proceedings.
I shall attend you presently at your tent.
Sister, you'll go with us? No. 'Tis most convenient, pray you, go with us. Oh, I know the riddle. I will go.
If e'er your grace had speech with man so poor, hear me one word.
I'll overtake you. Speak.
Before you fight the battle, open this letter. If you have victory, let the trumpet sound for him that brought it. Fortune love you.
Stay till I have read the letter.
I was forbid it. When time shall serve, let but the herald cry, and I'll appear again.
Very well. I will overlook thy paper.
The enemy's in view. Draw up your powers. Here is the guess of the true strength and forces by diligent discovery. But your haste is now urged on you.
We will greet the time.
To both these sisters have I sworn my love. Which of them shall I take? Both, one, or neither? Neither can be enjoyed if both remain alive. To take the widow exasperates, makes mad her sister Goneril. Hardly shall I carry out my side, her husband being alive. As for the mercy he intends to Lear and to Cordelia, the battle done, and they within our power shall never see his pardon.
Come and rest you, Father. Take the shadow of this tree for your good host. Pray that the right may thrive. Ever I shall see you again, I'll bring you some comfort.
Grace go with you, sir.
Away, old man! Give me thy hand. King Lear hath lost, he and his daughter taken. Give me thy hand, come on!
No further. A man may rot even here.
What? In ill thoughts again? Come on!
Officers, take them away. Should guard until their greater pleasures first be known that are censure them.
We are not the first who, with best meaning, have incurred the worst. For thee, oppressed king, I am cast down. Shall we not see these daughters and these sisters?
No. Come. Let's away to prison together. We two alone will sing like birds in a cage. When you ask me for blessing, I'll kneel down and ask of thee forgiveness. Oh, no. And so we'll live and laugh and sing and pray and tell old tales and laugh at gilded butterflies. And we'll take on the mystery of things as if we were God's spies. And so we'll wear out behind a walled prison the packs and sects of great ones that do ebb and flow by the moon.
Take them away.
Oh, have I caught thee? No. Do not cry. Come. We will starve them out.
Come hither, Captain. Hark. Take thou this note. Go follow them to prison. If thou dost as this instructs thee, thou dost find thy way to noble fortunes. To become tender-minded does not become a sword.
I'll do it, my lord.
About it, and right happy when thou hast done. Mark, I say instantly, and carry it so as I have set it down.
If it be a man's work, I'll do it.
Sir, you have shown today your valiant strain, and fortune hath led you well.
Sir, I thought it fit to sit in the old and miserable king to some retention and appointed guard.
Sir,
with him I sent the queen.
By your patience, I hold you as a subject of this war, not as a brother.
That's as we list to grace him. He bore our powers, led the commission of my place and person, the which immediacy may well stand up and call itself your brother. Not so hot. In his own grace he doth exalt himself more than in your commission. By my rights, by me invested, he compeers the best. That were the most, if he should husband you. Jesters do oft prove prophets. The eye that told you so looked but a squint. Lady, I am not well. General, take thou my prisoners, soldiers' patrimony. The walls are thine. Witness the world that I create thee here, my lord and master.
Mean you to enjoy them?
The law alone lies not in your goodwill.
Nor in thine, lord.
Hot-blooded fellow, yes.
Let the drums strike and prove my title thine.
Stay yet. To reason. Edmund, I arrest thee on capital treason, and for thine attaint, this gilded serpent. For your fair claim, fair sister, I bar it in the interest of my wife. She is subcontracted to this lord, and I, as her husband, contradict your bans. Thou art armed, Gloucester. Let the trumpet sound. If none appear to prove upon thy head thy heinous, manifest, and many crimes, there's my pledge. I'll prove it on thy heart.
Sick.
If not, I'll never trust medicine.
There's my exchange. Call by thy trumpet. I shall maintain my truth and honor firmly.
A herald, ho!
A herald, ho! A herald!
My sickness grows upon me.
She's not well. Take her to my tents. Come hither, herald. Read this out. Let the trumpet sound.
If any man of degree or quality within the list of the army shall maintain upon Edmund, supposed Earl of Gloucester, that he is a manifold traitor, let him appear by the third sound of the trumpet. He is bold in his defense.
Sound! Again? Again!
Ask him his purposes, why he appears upon this call of the trumpet.
Who are you? Your name, your quality, and why you answer this present summons?
No, my name is lost. Yet am I noble as the adversary I come to cope.
And which is that adversary?
What's he that speaks for Edmund, Earl of Gloucester?
Himself. What sayest thou to him?
Draw thy sword! Thou art a traitor, false to thy gods, thy brother, and thy father, conspiring against this high illustrious prince.
In wisdom I should ask thy name. By rule of knighthood, I disdain and spurn. Trumpets, speak!
Not vanquished, Gloucester, but causes it beguiled.
Shut thy mouth, dame, or with this paper I shall stop it. Hold, sir, thou art worse than any name. Read thine own evil. No tearing, lady. I perceive you know it.
Say, if I do, the laws are mine and not thine. Who can arraign me for it?
Most monstrous. Knowest thou this paper?
Ask me not what I know.
Ask not.
Go after her. She's desperate. Govern her.
What thou hast charged me with, that have I done. And more, much more. The time will bring it out. 'Tis past, and so am I. But what art thou that hast this fortune on me? If thou art noble, I do forgive thee.
Let's exchange charity. My name is Edgar, thy father's son.
Thou hast spoken right. It is true. The wheel has come full circle. I am here.
How have you hid yourself? How did you know the miseries of your father?
By nursing them, my lord. Led him, begged for him, saved him from despair. Never, oh, fault, revealed myself unto him. His flawed heart, his two extremes of passion, joy and grief, burst smilingly.
Help! Help! Oh, help!
What sort of help?
Speak!
What means that bloody knife?
'Tis hot, it smokes, it came even from the heart of... She's dead.
Who's dead? Speak, rogue!
Your lady, sir, your lady, and her sister by her own poison, she hath confessed it.
I was contracted to them both. All three now marry in an instant.
Produce their bodies. Whether they be alive or dead, this judgment of the heavens which makes us tremble touches us not with pity.
I'm come to bid my king and master aye, good night. Is he not here?
Great thing of us forgot. Where's the king? Speak, Edmund, where's Cordelia? Seest thou these objects, Kent?
Alack! Why thus?
Yet Edmund was beloved, the one the other poised for my sake, and after slew herself.
Even so, cover their faces.
I pant for life. Some good I mean to do. Quickly send, be brief in it, to the castle. For my writ is in the life of Lear and on Cordelia.
Run!
Nascent in time.
Run, oh hasty for thy life!
He hath commission from thy wife and me to hang Cordelia in the prison, and to lay the blame on her own despair, that she forget herself.
All of the gods defend her.
Oh, you are a bit of stone. If I had your tongue or eyes, I would use it to crack the vault of heaven. She's gone. I know when one is dead and one lives. And she's as dead as earth. Lend me a looking glass, that if her breath do mist or stain the stone, why that she lives.
Is this the promised end?
Or image of that horror?
Fall and cease.
Oh, my good master.
Oh, and pray thee away.
'Tis noble Kent, your friend.
A plague on you, traitors and murderers all. I might have saved her. Oh, Cordelia, stay a little while. What's that? Oh, her voice, it was ever soft and gentle and low. An excellent thing in a woman. I killed the slave that was a hanging me.
'Tis true, my lords, you did.
Did I not, fellow? I am old now. I do not know you. My eyes are poor, but I'll tell thee straight. Are you not Kent?
The same. Your servant, Kent.
Oh, he was a good man. He'd strike and quickly too. Now he's dead and rotten.
No, my good lord, I am the very man.
Ah, see that straight.
That from your first of difference and decay have followed your sad steps.
You are welcome hither.
Your eldest daughters have foredone themselves, and desperately are dead.
So I think.
He knows not what he says. It is in vain that we present us to him.
Very bootless.
Edmund is dead, my lord.
That's but a trifle here. All foes shall taste the cup of their deservings.
My poor daughter is hanged. Why should a dog, a rat, a horse have life and I no breath at all? Never to come back. Never, 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 never. Look. Oh, look. Did you see? Did you see? Look.
He faints. My lord? My lord!
Pray God, I pray thee, pray.
Look up, my lord! Look up!
Vex not his ghost. Oh, let him pass.
He is gone indeed.
Bear them from hence. Our present business is general woe. Friends of my soul, twain you rule in this realm. Let the gourd state sustain.
I have a journey, sir. Shortly to go. My master calls me. I must not say no.
The weight of this sad time we must obey. Speak what we feel, not what we ought to say. The oldest have borne most. We that are young shall never see so much nor live so long.